Nikke! Yo, my voice cracked trying to imitate Mustang. What's up, guys? Welcome to your Thursday post-work stream. We apparently have the no music glitch as that comes and goes. Shift up is never going to fix that, apparently. I don't know what triggers it, but let's see. If we try and go into something else... Oh, wait. I heard music for a second. There was, like, no music during the intro. But let's go back to the lobby. And I think it'll fix it. That's usually what fixes it. Without really any problem. Music? Hello? Alright, whatever. Brady says hello. Let's go ahead and ping Discord while we're waiting for some more people to join. It is Crust Day, but I'm not that hyped. I have a feeling that a lot of people are not that hyped. We'll talk about Crust a little more. I made a whole skill analysis video for her when I was awake at 3:30 a.m. for no good reason. But yeah, hold up. Let me ping the official community. Oh, what happened? What happened? Kikro donated $2 with the super chat. 2.5 anniversary fund. Thank you, Kikro, for the super chat. I appreciate it. We will add that to the fund. Let's see. We'll paste this here. And we'll paste this here. There we go. Now people will know that we're out here. Nice. Good way to start off the stream. Already adding to that anniversary fund. Let's go ahead and make that official, I guess. Alright. Annie fund equals... Oops, that's plus, not equals. Equals $2. And we'll post that and pin it. Pin message. What just happened? Dr. Jiggles is a member on YouTube. Member for 16 months. Nice. Happy 16-month anniversary, Dr. Jiggles. Thank you for the long-term support of the channel. Love to see it. All right. Did I pin that? Yes, I did. Okay. Cool. So for those of you who haven't like done this before, or you're like new to the channel, basically if there's a big event coming up, sometimes I will start a fund for that particular event, meaning that any like super chats or donations that come in before that event happens go directly to that event. So it'll be to buy like passes or just more gems for pulls, to get copies of the character, or like cool skins or whatever that may be. They're like anything that's dedicated, that is donated up to that point, is dedicated for that specifically. So anybody who's interested in contributing to the 2.5 anniversary fund, send me a super chat or whatever, and then that will go into purchases. I do the purchases live on stream, so you guys know that I'm actually buying stuff with the money that you donate. What, I have a new thing in here? Oh, the union leveled up? Yo, that's exciting. Okay, it's been a long time. Union levels come very slowly at this point, so getting to level 8 is kind of huge. That means we probably got some new badges. Let's see. Union settings. What can we flex? Oh, these are kind of cool. Okay. So we got an anchor or the starry wolf. This is dope. All right. I think we're going with this. All right. Congratulations to the Just Do It Union. You guys are making me proud. Level 8. We got a new badge. That's really cool, actually. All right, we'll send some friend requests, and I will do. I don't know, guys. I'm not really planning to pull for Brady. Brady's right on my screen right here. Obviously, I did pull for Brady. Although I was only going to do a couple of multis for her and got lucky with her. I'm not really planning to pull for Crust. Although I might do like one multi for her, just to see if I get super lucky. You never know. It could happen. But we'll do that a little bit later on. Before we get too involved in other things, though, let's let's catch up with chat here. So we got Lone Syndicate, Kikro, Dr. Eagles, David Santana. Amine, Thug Life. I think you're a first-time chatter, or I totally forgot your screen name, or you changed it. But welcome everybody. Hello. You saw that you did Twitch Live over on YouTube. I'm not sure what you're saying, Kikro, but anyway. You were wondering what happened. Oh, I think I know what you're saying. Yeah, so it went live on both for a split second, because it's just how it's syndicated. And so I had to stop the Twitch stream after it was live for like 2 seconds. If you put your headphones on while on the loading screen, it happens and the music glitches out. Oh, so that's what triggers it? So during the loading screen, if you plug your headphones in at that time, that's interesting. Huh. I feel like I want to test that now at some point. Not now, obviously, not in the middle of stream. What else? You have only 3 polls, pulled crust, and regretted it? I mean, as long as you got crust, like, it would have... Oh, I just jiggled the whole desk. It would have really sucked if you were on limited resources and then you pulled for crust and didn't even get her. So, I mean, congrats on getting your new unit. Congrats on the union level up. Thank you, thank you. After seeing her kit a bit more, you're just going to save your pulls. Yeah, I don't think she's anything to get excited about. I mean, as I said in my skill analysis video, most recent video on my channel, if anybody hasn't seen it already, it's like kind of mid. Like, she has a decent buff. Like, I should say she has a strong buff for distributed damage, but it's only for distributed damage, which is just like very niche. And, you know, it's not increasing any of the normal damage that a unit is doing, even if they have an ability that does distributed damage. So it's, you know, kind of whatever. But yeah, let's go ahead and grab some things here. I think this is definitely a safe time for people to pull. Don't feel FOMO. Dude, okay, so at my day job earlier today, it was so funny. There was kind of an older lady. I won't really give you guys any details, but not that old, but like, you know, I don't know, like late 40s or 50s, something like that. And she was like talking about something, and then she was like, yeah, so you guys shouldn't feel FOMO. Do you know that term? Have you heard of FOMO? I was like, yeah, I think we've heard of it. Anyway, let's go ahead and grab stuff from the shop. Get some core dust. Ooh, more core dust. Nice. Double core dust day. That's always exciting. What else in the shop? Defender stuff. I mean, I'll take it. Gotta level up everything, right? Got fire. We got lightning. Oh, I probably didn't even need to buy the electric ones, but I still need more water. Water is definitely what I'm lowest on. I finally recovered from my low quantities of wind. Let's see. You went to connect your headphones and the game loads, turns off the music. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, okay. So a couple people are saying that that's what causes the no music glitch. You're not a big fan of the direction Nikke has gone with a ton of double banners or dual units. Yeah, so this is something that I brought up in that video. Technically, Crust isn't like a paired unit, but effectively she is. Cheers, by the way, using my Nikke mug that Tencent sent me. Thank you again for that. I needed a coffee. I didn't have any coffee early this morning. I was like, all right, I think I need a little pick-me-up, so I made a small cup. And I was like, hey, it's an excuse to use the Nikke mug while I'm streaming. But yeah, it's something that I brought up. Like, it doesn't feel great. I agree with you, Kikro, that like having a lot of units that like depend on other units isn't good. I think it's good to have some of those. I think it is an interesting design space. But I think it's easy to have too many of them, and I think we've kind of hit critical mass for that. So it would be nice going forward to see more just like fully independent units, and that doesn't mean we don't want units with any synergy, right? I mean, having synergy is good. That's exactly what we want. But we want a lot of like, think of it like having like a big bag of like generic Lego bricks, right? And then you can build it however you want. They all can work together, but it's not like highly specialized pieces that only go to that set, right? So we want to be able to build different things in a synergistic manner, but not have kits that require other units. And again, Crust and Bready aren't truly dependent on each other, you know, like real pairs like the schoolgirls or the bunnies, Mast and Anchor, that kind of thing. But it's kind of borderline, you know? And so I think it is something to be wary of, you know? How much progress am I making on Signal? Rank 23, not bad, not bad. It's different from synergy and pairs that only work in a pair. Yes, exactly, Dr. Eagles. Alright, I'll talk to Trani. Crust more so partner for Bready, which still not a fan of. You think the Find want to make lower tier characters better, but not to the point where it feels you need every single unit rather than do one-off units. Yeah, exactly. You don't want to feel like you're forced into pulling for everything, or like you have to get all these units, otherwise your other ones don't work, right? Like you want the ability to kind of like pick and choose different options, I think is something that's important. Query. David Santana says, makes you worried that they might do it for Pilgrim banners. That would be pretty brutal. If we had like a true paired Pilgrim banner, that would be tough. Which, honestly, this is complete conjecture, but it just makes sense. I think that's probably what will happen with Hansel and Gretel. Like they are Pilgrim units, and they're like for sure going to be a pair, right? Like that would be very surprising if they're not. So that will be pretty brutal. Trying to get two like Pilgrims. We'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. Yes, like Hansel and Gretel, exactly, Dr. Eagles, yes. We were thinking the same thing, I guess. But, I mean, if it happens like one time, you know, it's like, okay, Hansel and Gretel are like a unique case. I don't think that's like the worst thing ever. We'll just have to see how that turns out. And I do want to say, and I mentioned this in the video too, for the most part, Shift Up has been really good. They've really treated us well, honestly. I think they are trying to keep a sustainable, healthy game and player base. So I wouldn't worry too much. But yeah, you know, we can only judge the devs on what they've done rather than what's to come, because we don't know exactly what's to come. At the very least, we can finally wishlist Pilgrims. Yes, that is a huge win. Not having a wish list for Pilgrims for like the first 2 years was kind of brutal. Double banners might be the norm for Anniversary. I could see it. We've had a lot of multi-banners. I mean, we even had triple banners with Ava, so I feel like double banners is kind of a thing, yeah. Gotta, like, show Yan that you're, like, a business person. You're willing to, like, negotiate, not just, like, fold for any offer. Okay, who else do I need to advise? I think I maxed out Anchor. for no reason, because I didn't have time to do another solo raid run anyway, so I missed getting the frame. I'm pretty bitter about that. But anyway, I need to pick a new unit to advise. And stupidly, I did a mock battle, because I was like, oh, well, the thing is I tried brand new teams, right? So later that night after last stream, I made totally brand new teams that I thought would be better, but I wasn't sure, you know? So I was like, okay, I'll do a mock. And I got like 1 billion more damage. I think I had like 4.6 and ended up going to like 5.5 or something like that. Maybe even a little higher. And then I didn't have time, because of work the next day, to do another real run. And so, yeah. It's kind of upsetting. Because I'm pretty sure that like 5.5 or a little more would have definitely put me in the top tier for the good frame. Who will win from Cinderella and Rappy? I hope it's Rappy. And actually, that's the topic of my next video. I won't get into that too much right now, but it's pretty interesting how that's been developing. We've never had a vote this close before. Hey, hold on, guys. I gotta turn on some air. It's like very warm in here, so I will be right back. That is not how I do that. Let's see. This is how I do this. All right, we're back. Sorry, I was getting really warm. It's been very warm recently. It went from really nice, cool weather, like while I was on vacation, and then the first few days I was back, and now it's like 82 degrees. But yeah, I'm rooting for Rappy. I'm hoping Rappy wins over Cinderella. And Cinderella I actually prefer, but I love Cinderella's original look. And I think Rappy really underachieved, so getting a new skin for Rappy would be great. Anyway, we're adding Adme to our advising characters. So if you want a hot Rappy, vote for her. Let's see. Your time. Yep. I value her more than a cat doll. Imagine that. Let me plug in my phone. Alright, what was chat saying while I was gone? Used all 5 on Rappy? Yeah, I voted 4 for Rappy and 1 for Snow White, just because I have to put 1 for Snow White. You hope Grave wins? Grave winning would be cool, but yeah, she's just not even in the running. But Grave would be cool. It's funny how OG Scarlet always makes it in top 5. Yeah, I mean, she's a very popular character. Scarlet has always been popular. Did I collect my bulletin board rewards? No. But yeah, Scarlet's always kind of like close. We've gotten a frame for her. You checked and Rappy is up by 2,800 votes right now. Nice, nice. And it's literally gone back and forth, even with some sussy things happening. Them Scarlet fans and Dorothy keep trying. Yeah. Dorothy is also quite popular, it's true. But, I mean, come on. Like, Scarlet literally got an alternate. And Dorothy has, like, one of the best skins in the game. And honestly, Dorothy looks pretty cool, even in her original form. What's up, Nun? Welcome to the stream. I think you're a first-time chatter. Welcome to my channel. But he says, I'm worried they'll just make another vanilla Rappy skin not showing much. I mean, I don't. They're gonna do something cool. They will for sure do something cool. Like every other skin we've gotten has been a pretty big change. Like if you look at Modernia, even though I didn't personally like that skin, it was a totally dramatically different design, and a lot of people thought it was pretty cool. And then like Red Hood's red dress is amazing and beautiful. So I'm sure they will do something good for Rappy if she wins. Yeah, we have to vote on the concept. Yeah. We'll get 3 options and then we can choose which one we like more, you know? Grave is 13th. Yeah, the problem with Grave... what's up, Black Ace? Welcome to the stream. The problem with Grave is that she's not popular in Asia, which kind of kills her possibilities to ever win a popularity vote. Because and I'm not saying everyone thinks this way, but that type of character just doesn't appeal to the mass audience for the Asian player base. They generally don't like older characters or very muscular characters. That's why a lot of times like lollies will be popular, or you know, very like just sort of like soft feminine type characters, that kind of thing. Yeah, because of the muscular build, exactly. Which I mean, I think Grave is cool, but you know, it's just what it is. And I'm sure there are plenty of like, you know, people in the Asian region that like Grave, but that's just not the majority of players, and so she's gonna like lose a lot of votes that way. So let's go to the Arc and do something. We got Champions Arena, except it's not online yet. I'll be making a video about... Yeah, okay. For a second I thought it started. I was like, whoa. But it didn't. It didn't start yet. I'll do another video on Champions Arena too. It's Champions Arena. It's such a meme. But it is here. Technically, it is here. I'll offer my full thoughts and review on it soon. Last year, one of Scarlet's could have won if the Scarlet fan united. Yeah, that's true. Scarlet having 2 forms kind of works against her in that way. Because some people are going to vote for Black Shadow and some are going to vote for normal one. Black Shadow is one of my favorites, by the way. I'm a huge fan of Black Shadow Scarlet. Super badass design. Nice looking gotcha skin too. Yeah, Grave is a very good character lore-wise for sure. You can't even participate in Champions Arena? I mean, yeah. Who can? Who can? But you can participate in the betting function, which we'll see how that goes. Alright. Special Arena. So, I gotta go from 16th to 4th to get in Champions Arena. No, I'm just kidding. That's never gonna happen. In fact, getting even above 16th has been pretty much impossible recently. Maybe, I don't even think I can beat this guy. This is the closest person to my CP, but he's still significantly stronger, and he's the 1 rank above me. So it's kind of brutal. Oops, I'm not trying to like make a new squad. try it. Welcome any new players coming in. If you haven't already, I'd appreciate a subscription. It would really help out the channel. I was on vacation for a while, so you know, kind of like getting back into the algo is going to be a little bit of an uphill battle. We'll get back there, but any help is appreciated. All right, so I won the 3rd round. Can I change it so I can win the 1st round too? Let's try and find him again. Okay, so my strongest team definitely won that. So I lost this, even though he burst with Amelia. I wonder if I actually burst to... No, he bursted with Bunny Soda. That's interesting. Okay, that makes more sense, actually, why I lost that. I didn't pay attention the first time. I thought he was going to burst with Amelia. Can I win this, though? The CP on his team is so much higher. What if I do this? Maybe that will be... Maybe that tweaks it just a little bit. It's gonna be tough, but I'll try. Hey, what's up, Orifly? Welcome to the stream. Things are good. Hope you're doing well, too. Good to have you in chat. All right, yeah, it wasn't enough. I mean, the CP battle is just a little too tough. Yeah. Champions Arena is silly. But like I said, I'll make a video once we can actually interact with like the spectator mode, whatever we want to call it. I'll make a video talking about it. Long-term viewers. I guess you could be voters too. Probably know pretty much already my opinion about it. But I want to see what the actual like betting or like spectator system is like. Also, my screen is really bright. Let me turn this down. Feels a little unnecessarily bright. There we go. That's a little better. Okay, so Rookie Arena. Let's knock out these really quick, and then we can get into some more fun stuff. Sorry to any arena fans out there. If this is the best part of the stream for you, then I guess enjoy for the next 10 seconds. I am not strong enough to beat that guy. Once upon a time, I had a lot of fun doing this on stream. Oh, let's do a poll. I'm curious. Yeah, start a poll. Did you try to get crust? We'll say yes, but took an L. Yes, got her, or no. All right, we'll start the poll. Anyway, back to slaughtering noobs, I guess. We're stealing lunch money, as people like to say in chat. We got one more attack after this? I'm too weak? Lone Syndicate says he got her in one multi. Nice. That's the way to do it. Just practice your pulls and do what Lone Syndicate did, and get all units in one multi, and then you'll have a really strong account. It's the best advice I can give you. Didn't summon for Bready or Crust. I feel like I don't regret summoning Bready. Now, granted, I got pretty lucky. I got her in like 2 multis. Or was it my first multi? And I got like Yan with her or something. It was a double SSR. I wouldn't have wanted to put in a bunch of pulls, but Bready is actually legitimately strong. And you don't need Crust either. Like, she's good with Mast and Anchor, who are already a very good duo. People are in Siren saving mode. I mean, that makes sense. Send some friend requests. Some friend requests? Some friend points. Alright, let's oh, I have text. I have text from blah blah. Hey, by the way, am I crazy, or is there no link in-game anymore that sends you to blah 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 link? I'm pretty sure there's no blah blah link anymore in-game. Which is crazy. Like, why do they do that? Unless I'm dumb. Please, chat, help me. Because, I mean, I have a tab for it open just like on my laptop. But none of these things take you to blah blah. Like, you can't get... Like, why? Right? There's no other way to get to it, is there? I mean, obviously you can just like go directly to the website, but like there's nothing in-game to send you there. Unless it's just in a different place and I don't know. It seems very strange to me. You don't regret Bready? She's super strong? Yeah. I mean, she was really good in that raid, and I think she's definitely a valuable water attacker. You mainly wanted pity, so you just got some more gold tickets. Okay. Rando the Great, welcome to the stream, by the way. Or if it says you got one, but the lolly is too lolly and makes me not want to pull any more than that. Yeah, I mean, her design is not that appealing for probably most of us, right? Don't really use blah 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 link, so you can't tell me. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I feel like most people don't use it, which I told them in the feedback when I was involved in the beta test that it was probably gonna be a tough sell to get people really involved in it. But still, I still, as a content creator, I maintain a presence there, and I post my new videos on there as well. So it's weird to see that it's not linked in game anymore. But anyway, let's go to Crust's event. Crust's eyes are like an innocent cat that has done nothing. That's fair. That's fair. I just loaded up on all the bonus characters, which, by the way, how is Bready not a bonus character? To me, that's insane. Like, that's very weird, but whatever. Here we go. And she is very cute. We're gonna kind of work through the story quickly. I won't be reading it here. Tia looks delicious. You went ham on Bready though? Pun intended. Anybody want ham on bread? Anybody hungry now? Bready's always hungry. If you read the story, you will find out that she's not a bonus character. Why she's not a bonus character? Dang. I've been outed. You guys know I'm not reading the story. But you already knew that. I often skip these little event stories. It's just how it is. I'm dedicated to main story only nowadays. I'm a little burnt out on like the random ones. Blah blah linked when you first open the game, where it gives you patch notes and details. Which that's where I looked at in the notifications. It should have been in there, right? Unless you're saying it then goes away after you first start the game, that would be kind of silly. Sup, Mervin? Welcome to stream. MRVN? Mervin? I don't know. Let me know if I just butchered your name. Pew pew pew. Yo, Brid is showing off a lot of the side there. That is wild. I rarely use bread. Bread? Bready? Bread? Whatever. But she looks good in her near skin. Before you log into the game? I see. I think that's a big miss. If they want people to engage with that, they definitely should have kept it in the events tab where it was previously, where you can go to like the level infinite pass and like any of those like update things. You used to be able to go to blah blah link from there. Devs, if you're listening and you want people to use blah blah link, it needs to be easily accessible from the game, not just on the start menu before you log in, okay? Like that is definitely a mistake, you know? If you want people to engage with this, it has to be as frictionless as possible. One day you're going to build Brid. I mean, this last solo raid would have been a good opportunity. I actually saw some rankers using Brid. You know, in the right situation, Brid can deal a lot of damage. But frankly, there's just like better, more easy to use water attackers nowadays. It used to be that there really weren't a lot of options, but we've gotten quite a few in recent days. The handle's been butchered in so many ways. You find it more amusing to see all the ways it can be done? Well, I'm going with Mervin, unless it's Mr. Vin. Mervan. I don't know. I'm going with Mervin. It still force you onto it into the startup screen if you click tap to enter. Yeah, that's interesting. Like, that feels bad. Like you want it to be easily accessible, but not like make people just like accidentally click on it, because then people just get annoyed with it. Treasure Helm is so good. Yes. Oh, I guess because we're talking about water attackers. Yes, Treasure Helm is very good. And I think she's proven to be even better than I thought. Like, I said she was probably the best treasure unit to build back when it was first revealed. But I didn't anticipate just how useful she would be. I mean, she's even exceeded my expectations. That face. Oh my god, the way they drew her eyes. I don't know what was happening because I wasn't reading, but that face of Crust was great. The skin for Aid looks really nice too. Never use her, so I mean, you know, I guess it's the free one. Right? That's the free one? Tia is the one that's on the mission pass, right? And I think we get Aids free as the login bonus? Or do I have it backwards? Tia's looks really good too, but I still think I slightly prefer her free skin. Crust is super cute. I'm not, like, it's definitely not my kind of character, but she is super cute. And I gotta say, this is the way to do lolly characters. I'm gonna get on my soapbox here a little bit, okay? Like, don't do lollies as like a weird sexualized child, okay? Like that, I shouldn't even need to say that, but unfortunately that definitely happens in a lot of games, okay? That's like the bad way to do lollies. This is the good way to do lollies. Like, just like a genuinely cute, you know, funny little character like this. Crust is hitting the marks. I'd rather have, you know, something like Aid here, who is looking very good, but, you know, you gotta have a variety of characters. I don't hate that Crust is in the game. Tia is the mission pass. Yeah, alright, that's what I thought. I like her little, like, drone mixer bunny dog friend over there, too. Why do they keep making Tia skins that are more covered such? That is interesting. You would think if they made like a summer Tia or something like that, that's like an instant sell right there, right? Yeah, for the most part, Shift Up hasn't done anything too sussy with lollies. It's true. The Shadow Theft, making a Destiny Child reference. Most based comment in chat right now. It says, Destiny Child has shown that Shift Up can do a huge variety of characters. That is 100% true. Man, I miss Destiny Child. I still have it installed on my old phone because, like, Shift Up, like the God's gift to gamers they are, actually has kept it online. Like, so there's like an inactive, like, offline, I guess not online, but like offline working app, which is the coolest thing ever. That never happens. I was just thinking about it like the other day. But yes, there's a huge variety of Destiny Child characters. Some extremely spicy ones, and just some like generally cool ones. They also had dyes in that game, mostly female characters. A lot of different looks, and a lot of the looks, the designs have trickled down into nikke characters, which is cool to see, such as Red Hood's Red Hood Dressed. It's Tiamat from Destiny Child. Summer Tia confirmed. I wish. Make Crust hat larger. It's already pretty exaggerated, but it would be funny. Oh, okay. Debate between if Summer Tia is better or Summer Marshana. I would vote Summer Tia. I mean, Marshana would look good too. But I think Tia has my vote. Alright. Quote-unquote challenge. It's good to see Nihilister showing up again. Tiamat's dress was better? I mean, they're almost the same. That's also where Summer Rosanna's design came from. I forget the name of the character, but Summer Rosanna's design is also exactly like one of the summer skins. I shouldn't say exactly. Extremely similar to one of the summer skins they did in Destiny Child. Marshana's Disney princess skin? Marshana? Wait, you want a Disney princess skin? I don't think she's had her like short skirt gotcha skin. I think just her normal one, right? Orifly has to head out? Okay, just wanted to stop by for a bit. Hope everyone's doing well. Alright, well, thanks for coming through, Orifly. Hope you have a good evening. Catch you later. Okay, what else? Let's grab some rainbow tickets. And yeah, I guess I'm broke now. This music fits this perfectly. It sounds like, I mean, it's very French. It sounds like something you would find like in a Disneyland area. You wish Nihilister wasn't... What? You wish Nihilister wasn't doubled, nerfed, loved. Would love to see what Treasure Helm could do. Oh, I see what you're saying. You wish that, like... Yeah, so over time they, like, nerf the bosses that are in older chapters. You'd love to see what Treasure Helm could do against her in her original form. We did have Nihilister in a difficult solo battle a while back. I did not get her frame, because that was after I'd kind of like retired from that. Which, thinking back, I wish I would have actually tried for that one, because getting a Nihilister frame would have been pretty cool. Alright, let's go to Interception. You were lucky to beat Nihilister before she was originally nerfed? Yeah, same. I think she's been nerfed twice now in the campaign. Because I think like they always like nerf previous chapters, and then I think later on in another update they nerfed her even more. I could be wrong on that though, but I vaguely remember this happening. New players don't know what a struggle she was. She was an insane DPS check. One of my most fun videos, actually, I made a video where I beat her on the original April Fool's event. So I beat her with all the chibi characters. That was pretty cool. A memorable moment. All right. Interception. Go to X mode, I guess. Nihilister is the most nerfed character in Nikke. Yeah, hopefully we get a treasure for Nihilister at some point in the near future. I don't know. I feel like it might be a long time until we get any Pilgrim treasures. But I would love it if Nihilister became like a top tier character like Helm is. Because, I mean, she's just way too cool not to have that opportunity. See how close we can get to tier 8. Probably not that close. One day we'll get the tier 9 clear. Maybe for 3.5 year anniversary. Alright, we're looking clean. That was a nice quick clear of the QTE. That was like a bad time for me to reload for Asuka. No, the shield. Go away, shield. Wow, Black Shadow Scarlet died at the last second there. That was very surprising. Close-ish. Close-ish. I think I've been a little closer than that, though. But again, streaming, so don't get quite optimal damage. Now she got clobbered with Vapos too much. Dang. She was nerfed in lore and IRL. Up Nihilister's damage by a lot and give her a strong CDR. I mean, that might be hoping for a lot. If she had, like, if they gave her CDR, she's like, if it's good CDR, that already I think would make her a top tier character. You know, if it's like double D levels of cooldown reduction, she's gonna do more damage on her own than like any burst 2 support. So that would kind of make her insane with just that. I think her getting CDR for her treasure is really unlikely though. So I think if she gets some abilities that increase her own damage as well as like buffs other characters, because the issue with her is that she's very selfish, and so she needs to buff other characters. So if some of her abilities like add a lot of buffs to your team, that might be something that would actually make her usable. Does the company give you benefits because you are a content creator, such as partnerships like Free Fire? I don't know what Free Fire is. And technically, yes, they do give me benefits because I am a official content creator. That said, it's very minor. Basically, if I rank in like the top levels of content creators, then they'll give me a few gems. You know, it might be like 3,000 gems, like enough for one multi or something. So it's very minimal. It's very minimal. And then I have gotten some swag. Occasionally they'll send me like various like nikke products. I've like done unboxings for that. So there's little perks here and there, but very minor kind of incentives. I think her burst burn damage was originally 10 times more until the day before her release based on leaks. Yeah, I do remember that. That said, leaks are never reliable. There's been a lot of kits that have proven to be like not really correct based on leaks. But yeah. Nice, we hit a custom module every single time. Alright, grab some rewards. Ooh, no. Hello? There we go. Grab that. 3 more days. 3 more days. Alright, what do I have in inventory? Maybe we can upgrade some dolls? Who was I working on? Am I on Viper now? I think I'm working on Viper, right? Check me if I'm wrong, chat. I think I said I was working on Viper now. Nice. 2 more custom modules. Ooh, nice. Lots of boxes. Okay. Very good. Very good. And more skill manuals. Wait, are these burst? These are burst ones, right? Good, good, good. Burst is what I'm more short on right now. We got 4 tickets. Okay. Let's open them one at a time. I feel like it's more exciting rather than if I just do ×4 right away. Shift Up could always give us alternate gacha version of Nihilister. Yeah, I mean, it's very possible. I think, without giving spoilers, there is lore reasons why we could totally get a new version of Nihilister, so I think that could definitely happen. But as for how soon that'll happen, that could be, you know, a year from now, 2 years from now, who knows. Alright, so let's open one of these. Oh, I got some shades. I think those are Moran shades. Brand new sticker. Let's do it again. Duplicate. Oh, also a new one. Okay, this little bird thing. Oh, it's from Trina's event. Okay, last sticker. It is duplicate. All right, 2 out of 2 is not bad. 2 out of 2. Pretty good, pretty good. Let's get rid of that notification. Per usual. Can't have this red N staring me in the face. Am I the only one that does that? I feel like I can't be the only one that does that. Other people must try and get rid of notifications at all cost. I'm not crazy, am I? And Dr. Eagles confirms he believes it was Viper I was working on. So let's see. Oh, also... Oh, yeah, because I got super lucky on Summer Niece. That's why I was going to Viper already. Okay, so... Where's our girl? Literal no investment on Viper right now. Once upon a time, her skills were leveled, but she's been reset. No equipment. But we will start working on the doll. I think I already maintained it 1 time. Yes. Okay. Yo, this is going to be a marathon. This is going to take a long time. But yeah, let's do it 1 at a time again. 1 at a time again. I kind of like doing that with the stickers. All right, little pistol commander. We did not hit the 3.6% chance. Skip animation this time. Super success. No. Okay. Super success now. No. Okay. You know, it was possible. It was possible. I did hit 2 super success in a row at only 14% chance last stream. So, you know, maybe I'm feeling a little too lucky. All right, now the question is, do I just save my equipment and custom modules? Should I bother building anybody up? Did I actually finish Brady? I think I did. Where is she? Yeah, I'm gonna leave her at 222. One day I might increase that more. But we'll just leave that for now, I guess. Other ones that I do need to build up, I need to level up Asuka and Ray's dolls more, as well as Naga's. Eventually I'll upgrade Naga's. Funny Soda too, honestly. But yeah, for right now, priority is Viper. Plan to work on Viper too, but save your resources for 2.5 Annie. Yeah, I think that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, I don't want to like level equipment for like no reason, right? I don't really need to. Particularly skill manuals. I'm not gonna like randomly put those into Viper for no reason. Eventually. All right, quick simulation. One of the best updates we've had in recent time, which I guess it's been kind of a while now. I don't even know if that's that recent. Do I have any coffee left? Ooh, last sip of coffee. Cheers, everybody. All right, hold on a second. All right, I know it's been a lot of intermissions. There we go. All right, last stage for simulation room. We could have 2 hype units. Yes. Presumably one of them is going to be Siren / Little Mermaid. It would be shocking at this point if it was not. The second one I think is pretty up in the air. Who knows who it's going to be. Okay. So, I think that completes... Oh, we haven't done Tribe Tower. Okay. Also, I want to push a little bit of hard campaign. And maybe a little bit of normal Tribe Tower too. Or main Tribe Tower, whatever. Mihara could be other... Yeah, I think Mihara is sort of the popular guess right now. It kind of makes sense. I'd be pretty excited about it. I'd be more excited for Mihara than Siren, to be honest. Or maybe it's Uni. Maybe it's Uni and Mihara. One of them being like the handout unit. Because usually we get a free unit, right? And we don't know who that's going to be. Yep. A lot of chat is saying Mihara, Mihara. We've been waiting on SSR Mihara pretty much since day one. I think we all wanted that. You know, a lot of people say that Makima was the original victim of the coat. But I would argue that Mihara was the original coat victim. If you're too new of a player to know about that controversy, probably you're better for it. You heard that if you read the new story, you'll know who anniversary units could be? Like the new chapters? I don't know. I mean, like I said, Little Mermaid makes a lot of sense. But other than that, I don't know. Current uni is listed on the favorite NPC vote. That's interesting that she's listed. I mean, I guess technically she is an NPC right now. There's a lot of, like, nikkes that presumably will be playable, but are currently NPCs. I voted for Papillion. There's so many good ones, but I think she's still my favorite. But there were a lot of good choices for NPCs. The new side story. Oh, I know what you're saying. Okay, yes, I haven't had a chance to do it. But yes, there is a brand new side story. Looking forward to diving into that. I don't want to do it on stream just because I think that's probably going to be, you know, spoilers for people. People will want to read the story. Which actually, you know what? I'd be curious. I've always gotten the impression that people would prefer me not to do the story, whether it's like main chapters or whatever, on stream. Because they're either not up to that point and they don't want to be spoiled, or they'd rather like read it to themselves at their own pace. But maybe I've read that wrong. Like, would people like to actually go through story content, be it side story or main campaign or whatever? Like, would you like to have story on stream? Because my current read on that is no. But if I'm wrong, let me know, because we can do some more story stuff on stream if that's something people are actually interested in. But I need to hear that, okay? There's no way that I can know to like kind of like change the direction of content if I don't know, if I don't hear from you guys saying like, yes, I would like to like, you know, read along with the story with you or that kind of thing, you know? You miss seeing my reaction to main story, like Red Hood reveal at the end of chapter 24? Okay, okay. You like seeing story because we can discuss it live? Okay. Now the problem with me asking this is that oftentimes, you know, the loud minority is not necessarily what most people want, but still, it's good to hear that. Black Ice says he wouldn't mind as well. Okay, interesting. So maybe, I mean, maybe there are more people who would like to see story on stream than I thought. I'm waiting for them to put Nirki's design in Nikke. Sorry, just going back to that. I thought of it because looking at Red Hood here and how she's Tiamat's dress from Destiny Child. Nirki is the wall scroll behind me. We need this in Nikke. That honestly, that could have been like an alternate skin for Cinderella. So if she does win this popular vote, which I'm rooting for Rappy, getting like a Nirki skin on Cinderella would be pretty cool. She was my favorite unit from Destiny Child. The Shadow says, do big update story events like summer. Okay. Carlos says, yes for story on stream. Alright, well, pretty much everybody in chat is saying they would like me to do more story content on stream. Love to see people's reactions. Okay. Well, okay, I hear you guys. In the future, we'll try doing more story stuff on screen. I think we'll push a few more levels. Let's try and get to whatever the, I don't know, 420 or whatever, Matt. 420. Whatever the next like 10 floor is, and then we'll go to campaign. so I can push some hard campaign. At least a few levels. What's that survey looking like? 58% so far saying that no, they did not even pull for crust. To be honest, I'm surprised it's not even more. If you haven't responded to the survey, let me know if you pulled for crust. I feel like it's definitely where a lot of people can save. Bob says we already played it before you, sweaty gamers as we are. I mean, again, generally the most engaged people are the people that are going to like voice their opinions, right? Like people who are like active in chat, commenting on videos and whatever. But the majority of like viewers and players may still feel differently. That's why it's kind of hard to know. But yes, I'm not surprised that anybody I'm hearing from has actually done things before me. Because there are people who jump on that like immediately when like an update drops, and like maybe I'm still like busy with like work during the day or something like that. Alright, we got 5 more floors to go. Charlotte was your favorite Destiny Child unit. She was in the anime episode 2. Charlotte? Who was Charlotte? It's been too long. I gotta look this up. Let me see. Who is Charlotte? The problem with just like searching for this is that SEO for Destiny Child is horrendous because you only get the music group with Beyonce, Destiny's Child. Oh, she's like the angel girl. Or like, I don't know, yeah, kind of angel, right? Didn't she end up with some like really crazy skin at the end? I want it, because she's like not a super spicy design originally. She looks cool though, but I feel like towards the end they gave her something like really wild. Knight with lances, yeah. Dr. Yule's already finished the new side story. Yeah, that checks out. I've been super lazy on Tribe Tower, as you can see, because I'm really OP for where I'm at. By the way, if you guys haven't liked the stream, go ahead and hit that like button. It'll definitely help out the channel. Particularly since I've been on vacation. I mentioned this earlier, but particularly since I've been on vacation, kind of getting back into that algo is something that'll take a little time, and like the more likes and engagement we get, the easier that's going to be, the faster that'll happen. Because the YouTube gods are pretty brutal. Even, you know, a couple weeks off will make you drop off pretty fast. I've seen it for sure. It sounds kind of crazy, but like since I've been back, my videos are getting maybe like 10 to 15% of the views I would expect prior to going on vacation. And I think it's really just a matter of people not even seeing that the videos are up, right? Like they're not even getting into their feed. So just gotta get back in there. All right, two more. I waited 2 months too long to beat Mother Whale. I definitely was sandbagging on Mother Whale for quite a while. YouTube gods aren't gods, they're demons. That's fair. But we hey, given the platform we're on right now, we have to speak kindly of them. You need to appease them, regardless of their true nature. Alright, 420, here we go. We're a little early for 420. I should have done floor 420 on 420. Oh well. Here we are. Versus Rebuild Vulcan. Looks extremely unthreatening. Bro was shredded fast. Not relevant at all. Okay. Thank you, Rappy. Okay, so now let's go to campaign. Oh, got pop-up rewards. No, please and thank you. More friend points. People logging in late today. Alright, we completed all our mission pass stuff. So, I'm on chapter 31, I think, of hard mode campaign. Yeah, 31. Where am I trying to go? I guess it's either way. You beat 3 of them, it doesn't matter. Okay. Well, I'm very close to a relic. Now, I don't know if I'm an appropriate power level. I mean, technically I'm underpowered. But I did recently push a lot through chapter 30, so I may have kind of hit a wall here. I don't know. We'll see, because I'm at the very beginning of 31, so I don't know how doable this is. So far, the enemies are going down pretty fast, but you never know. They could drop like a bunch of those silencing ones, and then I can't burst or something. We'll see. But no, super easy. Okay, alright. We can pass at least several levels here. Welcome. Just saw a bunch of new people come into the chat. Or not into the chat, into the views. If you're lurking, welcome anyway. Would appreciate a sub if you are new and you're liking the content. I am an official Nikke content creator, and we picked up a new track. It's kind of chill. I could kind of see this as like lobby music, potentially. Because I generally like to not go for something that's like too hype in the lobby, you know? Don't want it to be like overly distracting. Then after we clear some of these hard mode missions, then we'll do our pulls for crust. Dude, these enemies are kind of pathetic. They're not doing anything at all. You can breeze through chapters with the right elemental weakness. Yeah, I think most of these guys are weak to fire. So, with Rappy and Alice, and of course Black Shadow Scarlet, we're clearing these guys pretty easily. I could go for like an all-fire fun team, which honestly is a very strong team anyway, but we'll just stick with this for the moment. Even though Naga is not as tied to Crown nowadays, This is still one of the most OP teams in general. It just handles a variety of situations so well. It's kind of hard to go wrong with this, whether it's a single target boss or mobs, pushing hard mode campaign, or whatever content you're doing. It's pretty ridiculous. I think we'll try and clear like both of these corners, because we got like a group of 3 down here where I'm at right now, and then a group of 3 up at the other split. So we'll try and get through both of them. Alright, let's see if that survey changed at all. Ooh, if anything has gone more votes for no. People are not interested in pulling for crust. A little off topic since we're playing Nikke right now, but how many people are pulling for Mechti? Which, since recording my video about her, I think that is the correct pronunciation of her. I'm probably still doing the incorrect accent, but I believe it's a Russian name, and I think it is something like Mechti, rather than Mechti, which is what I was saying before. But anyway, how many people are pulling for her? Our newest corrosion support unit. I unfortunately was not able to get V3 Klukai, despite having saved up 1,000,000 resources. I was pretty unlucky. So I'm stuck at V2 Klukai, but I did at least get her weapon. Which means I think I just want to save, although I would like to get 1 copy of Mechti. And even Mechti's gun is good, as I said in the video already, but I would get her if I could, but I feel like not having V3 Klukai makes me just want to save. Because Klukai's going to come back. You already pulled her? Nice. Attempting to pull? Okay, okay. Saving for Vector. I feel like a lot of people are probably going to save for Vector. I think, assuming you're going in like that direction at all, to like build a fire team, that makes a lot of sense. You'll probably get more value out of her. Despite, you know, I do think that Mechti is very good, but if it's like a one or the other kind of thing, Vector probably makes more sense. Checking to make sure there are no relics around. You got lucky and got double Mechti? Oh, dude. That's nice. Share some of that luck with me. You might download Girls Frontline 2 and play it casually. It's a good casual game. It's a very good casual game. And it's a lot more casual than I originally anticipated. I talked about this before. I thought it might be more of a like main pillar of my channel than it ended up being, just because there's not nearly as much to do on it as I initially thought or hoped there might be. But it's still a solid game, and it's easy to do your dailies very quickly, so like as a side game, it's pretty good. If you are gonna do it, definitely check out my unit reviews. I have a playlist for them, Lone Syndicate, so you can kind of see what units do what. Bob asked, do you think we'll get a double banner Siren and Leviathan? No. If I had to guess, I do think we will get 2 banners for Anniversary. One of them will be Siren, almost for sure, but I don't think we'll get Leviathan. Yeah, the start Girls Frontline can be overwhelming until you get caught up. Yeah, exactly. I've discussed this before on the channel as well, like, or on stream. It's like, it feels like it's this very high skill game, and there's like a lot to learn, and like, oh, I need to play manually and whatever, until you reach the level 60 level cap, and then you're like, oh, I can kind of coast through 99% of content. And there's an occasional like bonus game mode in an event where it's like challenge mode, and then you like have to do a few stages on manual that are actually genuinely pretty difficult, and it's easy to make mistakes. But I mean, you don't even have to do those, right? It's generally like a full auto kind of thing once you get leveled up. All right, let's do a pure fire-based team just for fun. For this last stage here. And I think we actually want to burst with Rappy. And let's see, we got Grave. And we'll use Modernia too. We could use Asuka or Ray. We probably do want Ray, actually. Maybe we do it like this. Where's Ray? Ray? Alright, we'll see how this goes. We'll do 3 multis for crust to round up to 400 gold mileage, and that's all. Won't be sweaty on this one? Yeah, that's good plan, Carlos. It's a good plan. The only time you have to manual is when the AI is bad. Dude, the AI is pretty terrible. Alright, immediately this team is showing it's not as good as the last team. But it's okay, I think we'll still be able to pass this on auto. Yeah, getting a specific objective on a map can sometimes be a struggle with the auto AI. It's true. Oh, Ray went down. Ray went down. Alright, we still got this. We still got this. So, all fire team made it through. It looked a little sketchy for a minute there. But yeah, if anybody has not tried Girls Frontline 2, I'd check it out. It's worth playing. It is, you know, like we're saying, kind of a casual side game, but it's worth it if you're looking for just like another game to play on the side. I can't walk into this area yet, can I? No. Okay. All right. We'll do one more fight. One more fight. Oh, this this might not be a stage that I want to mess around on, because these stages are always tough. We might have to go to the real team for this one, but we'll see, we'll see. We're kind of shredding these guys. But oftentimes, these like zone control ones will look like you're doing well, and then at the end, like a ton of enemies will drop and just like wreck you. But we are maintaining control pretty easily here. Looks like an easy victory. Alright, cool. I shouldn't have doubted it. All fire team gets it done. It's too bad you missed Klukai though if you want to start now. Yeah, anybody starting Girls Frontline 2 right now, the units aren't technically limited. The rate up banners will kind of come back, but you'll kind of get temporary like rate ups. And the units won't be on the standard banner, but it's like every few months you'll have a chance to get them again. So do keep that in mind. And Klukai is a very good unit that you'll want to get when she pops up again. Sometimes the AI just goes brain dead in Girls Frontline 2. Yeah, it does some really dumb stuff. It's kind of funny. All right, so it's time to finally do a poll for crust. But is there anything I should open while I'm here? I don't think so. Okay. Recruit. Should we warm up with a friendship poll? Let's warm up with a friendship poll. What are we hoping for here? Let's look at the normal banner. What would I like to be able to take off of my wish list? All right, if I could get my last copy of Vi, that would be cool. Or my last copy of Bay, that would also be really cool. All right, here we go, here we go. Friendship poll. Give me the power of friendship, chat. Good, I'm seeing praying hands in the chat. I appreciate it. Orange Spark, let's go. Give me the change. No? Okay. All right, that's why we warmed up with friendship poll. That's why we warmed up. Now we go to crust. We got our cute little chef. That burst animation's pretty funny. I like how half of her showcase was her just sitting there undercover. She's not even doing anything. Like, generally they want to show the unit doing something cool, and she's just like chilling there. Bob says you got Trina today through the power of friendship. Nice. All right. Here's where it matters, guys. Here's where it matters. One tap crust right here. Little strawberry girl. Change to orange. It's a miss. Alright, but that's it. I'm not going for any more polls on crust. Yo, that was an almost pure blue unit poll. You don't see that very often. Yeah, so I would not recommend that anybody goes all in for her, okay? If you missed my skill analysis, check it out. It was my newest video from yesterday. A decent unit, but not worth spending a lot of resources on. Given that those were terrible polls, let's try a mold. Let's try a mold, okay? Before we wrap things up here. All right, we got a mid-quality mold and a high-quality mold. Let's see if we can get an SSR from one of these. Mid-quality mold. Here we go. Mihara. Not what we're looking for, but is it a sign of things to come? Will we see more Mihara for the 2.5 anniversary? Let's hope. Anniversary live stream coming up soon. I will, of course, be doing a recap as I do per usual. All right, high quality mold. All right, this is redemption. This is our last shot, guys. It's been a whole lot of nothing so far. Let's go. All right, finally. Rupee isn't exactly the thing to get the most excited about, but at least we hit an SSR. The molds have not completely failed me. I don't know what that takes me up to. How good is Rupee now? Where is she? Used to be my main burst 2. Was so good on launch. That's my first core on Rupee? Wow. Okay. All right. Core 1 on Rupee. I'm really surprised I didn't have more of her already. It's cool. I'll take it. I'll take it. All right. Thanks for hanging out, guys. It's been a pleasure chilling and gaming with you guys per usual. Videos to come when we get more news. I want to talk a little bit about the voting pretty soon, maybe tomorrow, as well as how the experience of Champions Arena is and how much I'm disappointed in what they did with it. So yeah, don't want to end on negativity there, but anyway, it's been a good stream, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you guys have a good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you guys are at in the world, and I'll catch you guys in the next video or stream.